自起兵啊，把责来扫，为国家除强暴，我不辞辛劳。破黄金，举动着把吕布来扫，没人工展颜那亮，显示他的青龙刀。破袁术，灭袁绍，又平刘表，直杀得桃园弟兄百荡漾啊，奔下口啊，10万百姓哭嚎啕。六将九军夺粮草，水陆三军我战法高。统领着83万军马，将东道，何惧周郎小儿曹。铜雀台一遭，缺少大桥和二桥。连锁战船预备好，我手指着周郎儿往哪里逃？Good evening, this is Dr. Dou again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue with Bejing opera. The piece I present here is the special man I talked before. Those men usually use the voice very low, has to be special trained. The skin painted very dark. Those figures usually refer to those very nice, very kind, not very educated, straightforward and hot-tempered people, either from the history of the real or created characters in the drama. But the piece I present here, it's the real figure. It's very educated. It's the one of the emperor. In the history. Created in this special pattern, not the man with the long beard as the righteous, but since this person was considered as the bad, evil, to plot schemes against the emperor and try to be emperor by himself. So back to the history. After the Qin and Han dynasty, the nation divided into 3. So this is one of them. He's the one. This is the used to be the Prime Minister Cao. Cao is his last name. He's serving around the emperor. The emperor was young, very young. So he held the emperor as the leverage to control the country. And on the west and on the east, there are another 2 emperors. One is along the Yangtze River, the other one is along the west mountain of Emei mountain in current Sichuan province. So this is 3 like a tri-nation formed the balance. So nobody is trying to do first to break the balance. After so many small tribes and small nations eventually end up with the 3 triangle of the balance. So this piece indicating that he already established, he has the strongest, because he belongs to the army. In his name, in his thought, in his mind, he's the only righteous because he's with the emperor. He has the strongest army from the country, support from the country. And he considered the other 2 either along the Yangtze River or in the west of the Emei province, which is the descendant of the Han dynasty, the founding emperor of the Han. Last name is Liu. So this around Emei mountain is Liu's descendant. The emperor's descendant has a relative of the emperor. So he had this great fear about him, but he couldn't attack him. And the one along the Yangtze River at this time is also very strong and commanded by a very young commander. Started to command the army, is legendary, at 12 years old, to build the very strong navy. So after all the he was counting of his success, his achievement so far. So at the beginning, he tried to kill the evil people around the emperor, and also he destroyed all the other small tribes, small groups, communities who hold the military force against the emperor. And he counted that the relationship with him and other military heroes, he loved those people. He liked to collect all the people to serve him in the name of serving country. So he loved of those heroes, like a knight, very brave, fought in the battlefield. Now he said, I have the 830,000 military men ready, took a battle, took the ship, ready to attack the country is Wu along the Yangtze River. So he said, I'm going to win, and regardless, since I have done those, I have won all the battles. Now this battle, I'm also going to win. I'm ready already to take everything he had. His wives, his country, his land will be mine. So this is the piece, saying how proud he was. So back to the other two parts, they all very famous, the truth of history, but there's some legendary literal motivations. There's a book called The Legend of Three Tri-Nations in this special time. It's very, very intriguing, very famous, kind of novel-like, but it's very, very, very appealing to read. But anyway, so he eventually took his 830,000 people on the battleship to the front line along the river. But the consequences, because first of all, he was so proud. Secondly, the enemies, the other two enemies, they united as one. So they have the brains, get a lot of good ideas. So, and they also have the people brave to serve these two, at those moments looks like not strong. So to serve them and told him, I give you an idea in order to win them. How to do it? You just use a metal chain all of your boats together. And he took the wise. Eventually, and there's some, some special tricks. They could identify the weathers. They know there's the wind at that perfect day will blow the fire to burn everything. So then they use the bow arrows. The bow arrows connect to the fire to shoot those boats. So eventually, all of his 830,000 men died, so he lost. It's a big defeat for him, a big loss for him. So he was thinking to become an emperor by himself, but after this war, the history was changed. He never claimed the kingship in his life, but his son claimed the kingship, but it's very short, and eventually took over by his commander, who had served him for many years. So this is one of the Tri-Nations. The other two Tri-Nations, they eventually defeated and united into another dynasty called the Jing dynasty. So this is a true story, but just use some drama or decorations in terms of literal or the story itself. In terms of music, it's very straightforward. This was created by a special founder for this man, this kind of man, Qiu, Mr. Qiu. He was the founding father for this special style, and he has many students. One of them is the in Tianjin city, and his name is Meng, Mr. Guanglu Meng. He is one of the best of this style, and presented all of his pieces in nationwide, even international. So again, this is outside of medicine. I hope the music itself is not waving, because it's just seeing the man very straightforward with the proud before the battle start. I think I'm going to win, and probably a little even careless, because just only counting his success, not pay attention to how to win the battle. So that's probably one of the reasons he lost and changed the history. So in terms of the story, if you're interested, you can search the Tri-Nation period of time in China. There's a novel called The Legend of the Tri-Nation. So it's very interesting. A lot of brains, a lot of reasonings, a lot of even literal valuable. So anyway, so this is the video for outside medicine for today. I thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.